Powered by the Montana Television Network. Montana This Morning continues on Montana's News Leader.
A whistleblower is accusing the Trump administration of pushing through security clearances to more than 24 people despite disqualifying issues. I'm Laura Podesta. We'll tell you why there is renewed focus on Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump.
Bogart Park is back open after its ice rink roof collapsed. I'm Cody Boyer with the latest on what's being done.
Good morning to you. Welcome to your Tuesday. It is coming up right at 6:30. I'm Missy O'Malley with Chet Lehman. Matt Elwell will have our forecast here in just a moment. Our top story for you here. The White House has yet to comment about a career official who's blowing the whistle on problems with security clearances within the administration.
Tricia Newbold, a government employee for 18 years who has worked under Republicans and Democrats, says the Trump administration pushed through security clearances to more than 24 people. CBS's Laura Podesta is in New York this morning with the details.
A career White House official says 25 people in the Trump administration were granted security clearances despite disqualifying issues.
Things like drug uses, criminal activity.
A memo from House Oversight Committee Chairman Elijah Cummings says Tricia Newbold felt this is my last hope to really bring the integrity back into our office.
The things that she has told us are shocking to the conscience.
Newbold told the committee about two senior White House officials who are still on the job. Both drew objections by her staff, but those objections were ultimately overruled despite concerns such as foreign influence. None of the 25 people were named in the memo. The committee has already been investigating the security clearances of 9 senior officials, including the president's son-in-law and White House advisor Jared Kushner. Fox News' Laura Ingraham asked Kushner if he poses a grave national security concern.
Look, I can say that in the White House, I work with some phenomenal people, and I think over the last 2 years, the president's done a phenomenal job of identifying what are our national security priorities.
President Trump celebrated Kushner's work at the White House yesterday.
And his life became extremely complex. And he wouldn't trade it. I don't think he'd trade it because what he's doing is incredible.
Jim Jordan of Ohio, the Oversight Committee's ranking Republican, accused Cummings of a partisan attack on the White House. Laura Podesta, CBS News.
Now, the House Oversight Committee is meeting later this morning to decide whether to issue a subpoena to Newbold's former supervisor, Carl Klein, a story that we will pick up at 7 o'clock on CBS this morning.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Matt joins us now. A little chilly start to the day, which you said you've kind of been hoping for.
Yeah, we need those temperatures to be a little bit cooler. I know we hate to say that, but it does hold some of that snowpack and minimizes our flooding concerns. Our flooding concerns are starting to fade. That's good. Temperatures this morning into the 20s. We've had a little light snow out toward West Yellowstone early today. Right now, not a whole lot of activity on our satellite and radar imagery. We'll have a nice warm up through the afternoon in the Bozeman area. The temperatures will be a little slower to warm in Butte, mainly due to some cloud cover in place. We do have some more active weather heading this direction for your Wednesday. We'll, of course, talk more about that in just a few minutes.
Thank you for that, Matt. It is now 6:32. The first window for public input for Bozeman Gallatin High School's mascot and school colors closed on Friday.
Yeah, lots of factors go into suggesting a mascot, like other AA schools, other Bozeman schools, and local schools that feed into the Bozeman School District. School officials say they received more than 1,500 emails with suggestions, with some being repeats. The high school transition committee plans to narrow down that list to 20 or 40 names before turning to students in the community for input. School officials say having the input from faculty, students, and staff throughout the whole process has been helpful.
We don't build a high school that often, and obviously people are passionate about it, and rightfully so. Everyone's, wants to be involved, wants to give their opinion, so I don't expect that's going to slow down at all. I think it's exciting for me to know that people are interested and engaged.
Now, Dr. Watson says the committee hopes to bring final mascot and color ideas to the school board by the end of this month. Before then, the district will be releasing another survey to vote on. We'll keep you updated as we learn more about the time frame of that survey being released.
Very excited for that,
Yep.
as a lot of people are.
Yep.
And Bozeman's Bogart Park is open once again for the most part.
Yeah, the city of Bozeman closed the park after the ice rink shell roof partially collapsed earlier in March. While the park is open, the pavilion remains closed. MTN's Cody Boyer stopped by the park again and has the story.
That's right. On the bright side, Bogart Park is back open. On the other hand, if you look at the ice rink shell behind me, you'll still see yellow tape surrounding it.
We have a fence around the pavilion itself, and it's clearly marked.
The closed signs are gone, but the fences and caution tape around the Bogart shell are still holding their posts. City Park and Cemetery Superintendent Tom White says a glance inside shows it is still for a good reason.
We appreciate the patience of the public as we go through this process. Currently, we brought in some additional porta potties to compensate for the restrooms being closed under the pavilion.
For moms like Allie and Savannah, especially their kids, this is good news.
We like to walk through the trails and end here and let the kids play for a while before we walk back.
Especially now that it's getting really nice out and we are wanting to get out more.
Both moms say the same thing. Seeing this park open again is a good thing. Yet they both hope that the Bogart shell is open soon.
I hope they fix it. It's nice for the farmers market.
The kids' laughter says it all, a reason why White says getting the park fully functional is a high priority.
It's a community park in a neighborhood, and it's very popular with the kids and the like, and so we thought it would be very important to get it opened.
Bogart Park has been here forever. Now that it's open, we're back in business.
White does say he is unsure when the shell could reopen. Assessments are still underway, taking a look at that part that did collapse. In Bozeman, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
Now, we're told when the collapse happened, witnesses did say there were several people skating on the ice inside the pavilion. Fortunately, no one was hurt.
And a Belgrade man was arrested after a court document claimed that he threatened his wife with a machete during an argument. Court documents also show 40-year-old Robert Wells had been drinking throughout the day. Now, in the report, officers say Wells was not there when they got home. They did find his wife, who told them they had an argument about going to the hardware store. Now, when Wells had confronted her while she was laying in bed, he grabbed her leg. When she refused to get up, she told officers that when Wells left, he returned with a machete. Investigators say that his wife began recording him on video. He left the bedroom and hid the weapon before attempting to grab her again. Officers found him a short while later at a convenience store. Wells has to pay a $7,500 bond and will appear back in court on April 19th.
In other headlines, Montana Attorney General Tim Fox and the Attorney General of Ohio say a court ruling on Obamacare does not mean the entire law should be thrown out. That position is at odds with the Trump administration and 20 other Republican attorneys general. Late last year, a federal judge in Texas said Obamacare individual mandate for everyone to buy health insurance is unconstitutional. He went on to say that flaw means the entire law is invalid. Democratic state attorneys general have appealed that ruling, while the Trump administration is siding with the judge and opposing the appeal. But Fox and Ohio Attorney General David Yost filed an amicus brief on Monday that said Obamacare should not be thrown out. They agree that the individual mandate is unconstitutional, but they say it's judicial overreach to throw out the entire law because one unconstitutional segment, and in their words, what goes around comes around. That case currently before the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals.
And April is National Distracted Driving Awareness Month, so the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration is encouraging law enforcement to be on the lookout for drivers texting or using their cell phones behind the wheel.
The U.S. Department of Transportation says 5 seconds is the average time your eyes are off the road while texting. And at 55 miles per hour, that quick glance at your phone is enough time to cover the length of an entire football field. Montana Highway Patrol Sergeant Pat McLaughlin says as the roads start to dry, people are driving with less caution, more speed.
With the warmer weather, people are going to be doing more. And unfortunately, social media blows up a lot more when people are out being active. So we see a lot of people on their phones, a lot of people not paying attention to the road. You aren't going to see it for probably a couple more weeks when stuff starts to green up, but people are going to be distracted more by the scenery, looking at the birds, looking at the animals, and again, not watching the road.
Now, Sergeant McLaughlin also says the Highway Patrol has been seeing a lot of people not wearing their seat belts. Wants to remind everyone of the importance of buckling up.
It's just good to hear those reminders. I know
absolutely
it
true.
Sounds a little repetitive, but it's absolutely good to hear it.
There you go.
We do have to take a quick